All right, welcome to the Foundry Demo Day on July 23rd. I don't even know if it's necessary to say the date. I mean, anybody could probably see that if they're watching the video. But in any case, that
You
is
have
the
to quote
date.
the block time.
To quote the blog time, that would be better. Yeah, so it'll be a pretty quick demo day, I think. We'll just show off the permapost updates, which are mostly focused around like what do we need to get done before sending out pings to try to get some press. We're very close to that point. So I'll just go over what has been completed in regards to that goal. And then we want to show off the landing page, which is not quite live yet, but it's very close as well. But I'll show what we have now and then just show off the DEEF dashboard, although there's really not much that I think that's changed. Well, it looks a little better. I'll just show it off, but I'll keep that part pretty brief because we went over that in a lot of depth on the last demo day. So yeah, and then we'll go over the Brave ads as well. We'll show off the copy that we've been working with. So like what do the ads actually look like? We won't be able to actually see the ads themselves, but you'll see what the text is that will pop up, and then show off some stats as well for the Brave ads. Anyway, let me get started for permapost here. So this is on my demo browser. So all I've really done, I just went and installed MetaMask. That's the only sort of new user onboarding that I've skipped. But yeah, where is my, okay, so these are all the issues we've worked through. Let me just go through these, try to go through these quickly. So you can tip the post author. So if we go look here at an example from a post, you can tip. And yeah, let's connect this. Now, of course, I'm not going to be able to tip. So I won't demo that because I don't have any XDAI in here. I could get the faucet amount. I might as well do that. In fact, let me first demo that because that's something that's changed. So if I go to, if I back up,
just go to the page, yeah.
Choose XDAI. Yes, and switch to XDAI. It's a little weird these both pop up at once because then when I click this, that goes away. Kind of gets hidden. Maybe we could work on that. They have connected XDAI, request free XDAI. And so you just get a lot more feedback here now. And when it's done, this should basically completely go away.
Well, it doesn't go away, but it tells you that the balance is updated.
XDAI is in your wallet. Okay, so that's good. This is a little confusing, but the green check mark at least is pretty comforting. So I could write something here. I don't think I'll show that off. We've already shown that off. One small change, we moved the description down and made it clear that it's just for SEO. And we've also removed the description from showing on the post itself. So well, I'll just show that off. So might as well do this. Also, the gas estimation is fixed. That was broken, which prevented people from making longer posts. And that's now fixed. That was a big deal to fix, or important to fix, I should say. Let's see if this is gonna, oh, there it is, confirmed. Get back there, permapost, click this link. So yeah, you'll see when this loads, it just doesn't show the description. It used to show the description here, but as far as composing a post, all you really need is the title and body. Adding the description, I think, just complicates the composition of a post.
You can show the tipping on here as well.
Yes, I'll show the tipping now. That's a good idea. Let's just see how much I have. 0.0099, so I will 0.0009. Let's just do that. Send tip and confirm. Yeah, pretty basic here, but this will also update when it's done. And it doesn't yet show the total tips for a post. We'll do that soon, but we really just tried to hone this this sprint to just be the absolute necessary stuff. So it shows tips successful there. Can't actually even close this, but you can at least see it left my wallet here. Actually, well, it left my wallet and came back because I'm the author. And then there's a small fee that Foundry takes. I think it's a 1% fee. So in a way that demos the tipping. Let's see what else there is to demo. The wallet loads, it's not so pushy. So it used to be when you got here, the wallet would pop up immediately.
You can just go there, and then switch between Ethereum and XDAI. You can also show that.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So yeah, this will help you switch the network. It also tells you can switch back to XDAI for lower fees, but Yeah, now when you come here for the first time, it won't sort of force you to connect until you actually click through this menu and you want to do something. Let's see. I think this had more to do with what I just demoed with the XDAI. Let's see, gas limit, as I said, that's fixed. The ethics link, so this example post used to go to an older one that was talking about smoke signal, so this is an updated and sort of better written version of that. I've talked about the description stuff. Yeah,
we've made the code open source.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. That's open source, and oh, it's not quite in here yet.
It still needs to be.
Yeah,
still needs to be merged to master, but there is a in the top left.
Yeah.
3 buttons. One that takes you to the source code, the Ethereum, and then XDAI contracts.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, it'll just be up here, a little drop down stuff thing. So yeah, I think that's it for a smoke signal. Permapost. Yeah. Next up is the, so this is the landing page. It's pretty basic. You can see we basically copied the Permapost landing page. We're going to change a little bit of this. This image is going to be switched out with the Foundry logo. I might actually do that with both landing pages. And then the get started links currently don't go to the right place, but we're going to make these, we're going to replace this with 2 buttons. One that says mint/redeem ETH, which would go to the dashboard, which I'll show in a second. The other one will go to the 1inch page if people just want to buy it off of 1inch. That's very close to being done. Yeah, and so that first link will bring you here. I think we've already demoed this, so I don't want to go through it all again. It's a little bit different. We've changed the title, but really not much to show off here. It's the same ETH landing or ETH dashboard that we showed off last time, where you can mint and redeem ETH. Yeah, I think maybe that's it. Let me see.
Well, you can just scroll down on the landing page a bit and show all the content, because we did work quite extensively on that. So we have
so
this section is the same, who is it for, and a lot of FAQs to try and answer all the common questions that people might have around ETH.
Yeah, and then to get started. So yeah, that's pretty cool. One more thing I'll show off is the Gulper. So this is the contract that actually captures the income from the ETH contract and redirects it somewhere. And we've modified it to be able to track the total raised. We'll make an interface on the Foundry dashboard that displays this better. But just to show off what's happening here, if we take this and we divide it by 10 of 18 to get the Ether value, and then multiply that by 2,000 to get the dollar value. And so we've already raised $408 as profit from the ETH contract. So that is super fucking cool. I mean, we haven't marketed this at all. We've been waiting on that landing page, which, as I said, is, I want to say, I mean, that could be done on Monday, I think. I think the guys working on it is done for today, but on Monday that could be basically done. And then we could start funneling Brave ads to it. And I think that's maybe a good place to switch to Chris. Chris is going to talk about the Brave ads, show some of them off, and talk about some stats.
Okay, please just enable sharing.
They are.
Alrighty. So at the moment, well, the Brave dashboard doesn't show you the kind of stats you might expect, specifically because everybody just needs to remember that Brave by default blocks all analytics. So any tracking that you have is blocked. And since these ads are running only on Brave browsers, everybody we're attracting is blocking our analytics. So we can't use things like Google Analytics, etc., to monitor progress. What we do is we look at the Brave dashboard as well as our Cloudflare server backend for the landing pages to see where the visits come from, the IP addresses, traffic, etc. Because obviously those are server logs and the browser can't block that from being sent. So, but in terms of analytics, we can't show anything. We also don't measure conversions. We basically look at things like Telegram joins, Discord joins and action, and then also people buying Fry. And then now with the ETH contract, we'll obviously know, since we're not sending people from any other location or sources, if the ETH contract suddenly starts minting a lot of ETH and making money, then obviously it must come from Brave. So that's how we'll measure it. We'll also be sending ads to the Foundry sale directly. So monitoring the amount of FRI that's sold to increase treasury balance. So that's also how we'll track that progress. But just to show everybody, these are basically the stats thus far. We can see, look at different views. Currently, we just use the hour or the day view. And yeah, it shows the total amount we've spent, the daily budget, downvotes, upvotes, click through for the first 10 seconds.
Didn't realize they had upvotes and downvotes. And another great thing, we talked about this once before, but just that click-through rate of 12%, I mean, that's insane. So out of everyone who sees this pop up, over 10% of people are clicking on it. I mean, that's crazy for an ad. That's just, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, and also our impressions and clicks are quite almost 26,400 at this stage for a very relevant audience. These are all going to the Permapost landing page, but we'll soon be changing that to ETH. So yeah, just to show the community the copy as well, because these are not the Brave full screen ads. These are the push notifications. Unfortunately, we can't show you those. We send them to the Brave team, which they implement in the backend. They don't have a self-help service at this stage. Their portal's still very, very basic. I mean, it shows you this. And if you click on new campaign, it's like coming soon, advanced order, which is basically just the format we follow. So that's also why they have a minimum budget at this stage, because they have to do that admin. So they do charge that minimum of $10,000 to use their platform. But these are all coming soon. Then we'll be able to spawn up a lot more ads rapidly than currently. But I mean, we get to use the service already, which is a very positive thing for us. And we can really see how relevant the audience is. So just to go to the copy, for Permapost, we have 2 ads. I'll just quickly read them. So we have the title. These are limited to 30 characters. The first one is Permapost, never be silenced. And in the body, which is limited to 60, which reads Permapost blockchain content that cannot be removed. These all go to the Permapost landing page, and then that is a conversion. The second one, Permapost never be silenced. So there's the same title, but a different body, unlimited global decentralized content posting. Then we have the ETH ads. So again, same rules of engagement. First title is ETH, square your Ether gains. And in the description, a DeFi product that squares Ether gains during market growth. And these both go to Leverly, which is going to be our ETH landing page that Logan showed just now, which will hopefully be done on Monday.
And just a quick note on that, the Leverly, the URL there, that's also going to be the URL that we do the generalized long short pairs. So that's where that Leverly name comes from. It's what we're going to be calling generalized suite, which Skulk is currently hard at work on building out.
Cool. Yeah, the second one, ETH, tokenized long ETH, and the description, if ETH goes up, ETH goes up faster, a proud DeFi product. Then for the Foundry sale, we have 2 ads as well. They allow you to have a maximum of 5, but for now we just have 2 for each. And yeah, so it reads Foundry, a radically free DAO, and then with the description, building radically free blockchain products, freedom first. And these take you to the Foundry DAO website, which Logan, oh, you forgot to show that, but you've updated the website with the product list, etc. And it obviously has a buy fry, button as well. So it's cool sending people there for now. And then the second one, Foundry, a new era of freedom, and then with the body, buy fry, and govern the building of a radically free future. Now, these push notifications, I'm sure everybody knows what I'm talking about, but when they come up, they always have a title and body, and that's where this text goes. And if you click on it, obviously it takes you to one of these pages. So yeah, that's how it works. We don't have those full screen ads at the stage. The schedule's planned very far ahead with Brave, and they're extremely expensive. So for now, we're running with the push notifications, but it already seems to work very well for us. So I think we'll be using those for quite a while to come. I think that's it from my side.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just talk a little bit more about sort of our strategy then with these ads. So the campaign minimum is $10,000, and with our treasury at $80,000 and our running costs at about $40,000, that is a huge chunk at the moment. So what we're thinking about doing, at first we were going to mix the ads because you can have up to 5 ads for any campaign. We're going to put some for PermaPost, some for the Foundry website, and some for Deeth. But the problem is it's hard to measure. Obviously, the campaign doesn't differentiate between sort of how many clicks and what the impressions are for each individual ad. It's all lumped together. So what we think is actually smarter is that while we're still sort of on this tight budget, we will switch what the campaign is pointed to be either completely Deeth or completely the Foundry website or completely PermaPost. And we'll keep switching that and measure each one by one. And then once we actually start getting money in and the budget concerns are somewhat looser, then we can actually launch a new campaign. So that would be another $10,000 a month expenditure on maybe up 2 or 3 campaigns to point at actually all of the different products. But for now, we're playing a little bit more conservative, and we'll just measure each one by one, as I said, and then try to get an idea of, okay, if we spend $10,000 on advertising for each of the 3, then obviously which one brings money to the treasury fastest. That's the main concern now. But so that's the strategy. But I'm really excited. I'm super excited to see what the Deeth advertising will do. I mean, that for all we know, that could just immediately turn around the funding situation. So really eager to see that. And also eager to try out just pointing ads to, if that's more of a fizzle than a big bang, then I'm also eager to try out just pointing Brave ads to the Foundry DAO website, because we actually haven't tried that yet. Since we've gotten on Brave ads, we've been mostly entirely focused on PermaPost up until now. So yeah, I'm excited.
Just one thing to mention is the overheads of $40,000 that you mentioned already includes $10,000 spent on Brave ads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's actually at 30,000 plus 10,000, which puts us at 40,000.
And that footprint might be even a little smaller because we let that Helm developer on Wednesday. So actually that footprint might be a little smaller. And then also keep in mind that the treasury is still getting income. So it's not, the math isn't as simple as 80,000 minus the monthly costs. It's a little more complicated because we do get income. And yeah, I think it's pretty reasonable to sort of be gunning for a lot more treasury funds coming in and on a scale of 1 to 3 weeks. That's my hunch. I'll put it that way. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about stuff. I seem to have the least amount of panic on the whole team given the treasury situation, but I really do have quite a bit of confidence at this point. So, anything from anyone else?
Not from my side, Dan.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to the demo day. Yeah, we will see you guys next time.